crypto.
Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy BlockchainCrusader here, and we got the one, the only Gareth Soloway, Magic Internet Money, for another episode of Around the Charts here on TA Thursday.
Yeah, so I mean, I think looking at the chart, and I can pop up my chart real quick, but basically it was a scenario where the chart was telling us we were going to go down, right? You had this classic bearish channel going on here, especially off of this most recent dump in June. And so it was just a matter of when it was going to break down. And it's the amazing stuff about it is, the bearish chart, then, you don't know what it's going to be. In this case, it was this black swan event with FTX. But the problem here is that you now have a breakdown of kind of this trend line that marked the low pivots all across here. And so if we can't recapture it in the next day or two, I would be really concerned that this is the next wave of selling that takes us down 12, 13, 14,000 area. Now we got to 15 and change. I was a little surprised we didn't pierce 15. Sometimes they like to pierce those even numbers, trigger stops before a bounce. But I think the Fed kind of saved it. Well, not the Fed, the CPI number saved the day. It helped get bullish sentiment on there. The one thing I'd like to point out, though, is that even with Bitcoin's move, it still comparatively to the stock market didn't outperform that much. The NASDAQ was up 7% on the day. That happens once every 10 years in the NASDAQ. Today was not a once every 10 years type epic move up in crypto. So I think we have to also kind of take that into account. And there's just a lot of damage done in crypto. I mean, we thought we got through it with Terra Luna, and now you have another issue here where the mismanagement of client funds is involved. And it just begs to ask for, I hate to say this, but we need rules for crypto. We need transparency in these companies. Otherwise, I fear that, and again, I wonder how many more things out there are going on that we aren't aware of. And I think as the market goes lower, and I do expect it to overall go lower, I think we're going to see it. The one thing I think is the coolest thing, I got to show this because this is just mind-blowing stuff. So let's go back to, I'm going to take you guys all the way back on my chart to 2018, right? So here we go. All right. So basically look at this low here, which was the beginning of this quiet period, right? This low began in basically, well, really it's over here in June, right? So here was your low. You got this bounce, a little bit of chop, and then it went to sleep. And remember, crypto went to sleep over the last like 2 weeks. It was super, even 3 weeks, it was super, super quiet. And then look at what happened in 2018. You had this dump, kind of pause, and then this is basically where the final flush came in. We lost 50% on Bitcoin. Okay. So again, remember June, and where did the dump start? In November. All right. Now let's spin ahead here to the current price action. And what we can see is in June, again, just in 2022, that's when the low was put in. You got kind of those same early bounces here. And then we went to sleep, and then we dumped out. So it's amazing. June to November in 2018, and then the dump, June to November in this sixth segment, and then the dump. And again, I wonder if this is kind of that final move lower that could take us down 50% like in 2018, which would basically put Bitcoin around 10,000, would maybe mark a low pivot. So just kind of some cool stuff there.
Yeah, that definitely reminds me at this moment right now, November time, having this dump down to the lower levels reminds me of the Bitcoin hash wars in 2018, which caused Bitcoin to break its support of like 7,000, 6,000, and it dropped all the way to 3,200 area. So like always, question everything, trust nothing, and until next time, hodl like a top. See you guys.